As a preliminary declaration, I am astonished that an Otome VN, with this caliber being a freeware, and it also being the first ever project of Daisuke development team. I mean, it is surprisingly good for a first trial in the Otome genre, even better compared to products of some veteran developers. Let's take a closer look at the game and discuss its various other qualities, aside from being free, huh? Because there are many. Once upon a time, there was a not-so-sweet little princess named Lucette. Sure, she was fair and pretty as most princesses, but she was also cold, rude, and mean, taking no interest in any other feelings or needs whatsoever. She was selfish and cruel also, to a degree that even her own family were wary of her. So, what to do with this little meanie? Why, curse her, of course. Put a spell on her so everyone would forget that she is royalty. Thus, living as an ordinary person would teach her some humility, kindness, or maybe even compassion in the long run. In her challenge to break her own curse, the princess must accomplish 3 good deeds. It may sound plain and simple, but not so much for someone who has never committed a single good deed in all her life. For her trial to learn goodness, Lucette chooses one of 5 fine gentlemen who are also cursed to serve as a partner and a companion. In trying to help each other breaking their curses, romance arises. But that is not the center of Lucette's story. Things may start simple or even comedic, but given time, Lucette is to find herself in a conspiracy concerning the crown and the fate of the kingdom. There are 5 romance paths concerning some really well-written gentlemen here, but I'll get there. In each path, aside the relationship builds, you gather different nuances, anecdotes, or clues concerning the grand picture. Answers to some questions may lie in different paths, so even though you wouldn't be interested romantically, I advise playing all paths. When they're all played, and their good endings are acquired, the full picture is revealed. Events prior to the story, backgrounds of different romance options, NPC's own interrelation, and the story consistency itself are gradually revealed, and all are imaginative, interesting, and attractive. All characters, whether they be main romance options or ordinary NPCs, harbor well-thought stories of their own, with distinct personalities. I am happy to declare that I didn't encounter any stereotypes in this game. If someone looks like a stereotype, it means that there are things to be revealed about him/her yet. That I can assure. The game is made in classical RenP engine. You have 30 or so choices to make in each playthrough to see what happens. Your choices do change the endgame and alter the pace of the main story in some small amount, but whatever you do or say, the boy of your choice will love you. Your choices only affect the in-game circumstances, which would create either a happy ending or an uncontrollable tragedy. According to the amount of correct choice, you either grab a happy ending by the side of your love, or fail to reach happiness due to a dire mishap. By the way, it might be useful to note that whatever you do, some bloodshed is unavoidable, befitting to any crown conspiracy, especially in a world involving magic. Artworks are not miraculous, but they are beautiful and elegant with an anime style. Background artwork is pretty much run-of-the-mill, but character artworks are especially fetching. I must say that the diversity of expressions used for each character is more than satisfying too. No voice acting present, but CG scenes are plenty, and they are plenty pretty. The game soundtrack is more than fitting, and sound effects are well timed with appropriate mood influences. Oh, there are also Steam achievements involved, and all this game has to offer, which is 30 hours or so of gameplay, is free. If you are even remotely interested in the Otome genre, or would like to try one without anything to lose, this is one of the better options for you. It doesn't contain any fan service, which is a huge pro for me. So, go ahead. I bet you'll get a favorite path of your own in no time. As a side note, I would recommend getting the DLC that contains game art to support the developer for a measly $5. The game itself actually deserves far more, and I hope that it would encourage the developer to bring us other beautiful games like this in the future.